every second of that. It was a snoozer for everyone else, but also just a very, very strange moment for a championship team that had just come back in the game before in spectacular fashion. The Grizzlies were up by 55 at one point. 55 points, it's insane. Is this college? There was not even an actual explanation for what was going on with the Golden State Warriors last night. It felt like they were never in it. It felt like they never had any momentum. And then, of course, as he should, they just took everyone out. There's no reason to have anyone on the floor when you're down 55. You just have to chalk this one up. Now, obviously, Draymond Green is the voice of this team and has been very vocal throughout this series. This has been a very chippy series. Things really started to spiral within the building once you get up with a lead like that. And he talked about, just owning the situation when you're down like that.
One thing I don't respect is people who only bring it when they win it, or embrace crowds when you win it. We call those front runners. They're not front runners, When you spew it out, you gotta be willing to take it and not hide from it, not duck from it, not run from it, embrace it. So I appreciated the crowd tonight and the energy that they brought to the game. And if they want to whoop that trick, we're going to whoop them together.
What he is referring to is Whoop That Trick, the song. And Steph Curry had a little quote before the game that I'm sure Memphis fans did not appreciate, saying that their plan was to whoop that trick. And Draymond got involved with the crowd once they were, obviously getting blown out. But I actually like this from Draymond. This is a lot of self-awareness and perspective. And he's right. It's the worst when people are terrible losers. Obviously, you're getting whooped, so it's fine to be down. But don't be bragging and, running into the crowd and swinging towels around when you're winning. And when you're getting blown out, sit there and sulk. So I had no problem with him saying this or getting involved with it. You were showing the video now. This is what a heel does, embraces the crowd and gets involved with everything that's happening throughout the series. It's been an emotional ride. It's been an emotional series. Unbelievable performance from Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane, Tyus Jones, each scoring 21 points and blowing out the Golden State Warriors, who looked like they were championship ready in the closing moments of the last game. So they've shown they can do this without Ja. They went 20-5 during the regular season without Ja. Obviously, the postseason is a different situation, but this is a proud Memphis team. This is a talented and deep Memphis team, and this is a young Memphis team. And part of what happened last night was we're going to run. We're going to be fast and lean into what we can do with our legs, and we're just going to run them off the court, and they did. I have a lot of respect for this team. Not laying down. You could easily lose all your energy and momentum not having your superstar in Ja out there. And they said not tonight. So I think it's amazing. The postseason has been unbelievable with storylines, with rivalries brewing, trash talk. We've gotten it all, even a little Giannis blood. So I'm here for all of it. That game was a disaster for the Golden State Warriors. Burn the tape. They talked about it. Draymond talked about it. It's not something that you can spend a whole lot of time on. It's not like you're going to see them again in 2 months. You see them again in 2 days. So take what you can from it, but you can't let it linger. This is the playoffs. And if anyone knows how to do that, it's the Golden State Warriors. They do have that experience. But this postseason has been unbelievable. We'll talk about a team that's not in the postseason anymore. That's the Nets. They are having some quotes circulate that are a little bit troubling and interesting at the same time. So we will get into Kyrie Irving's future in Brooklyn coming up next on The Herd. Big battle that Alex mentioned, the Bucks and Celtics. Now, look, these are mostly two very evenly matched teams. However, the outcome of that game last night, it was a battle. We got it all. You had the moments with Giannis and the blood. Just fix the cut, stop the bleeding. And he's going to go out there. He's a warrior. He's going to make it happen regardless. But you had all the drama last night. and it was amazing to watch. But I do think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves with who we're crowning as the overall reason for that win. Of course, Giannis is incredible. He's unbelievable. He's the best player in the league. 40-point performance. He's been unbelievable without Chris Middleton, which was a huge question mark when he went out, how they were going to be able to perform. But what I took away from that game last night wasn't that Giannis is amazing. We've seen Giannis be amazing in big moments. He proved all of that in the finals. The question with the Bucks was, without Chris Middleton, are they going to be able to have enough? Are the role players going to step up? Are you going to get big performances from Jrue Holiday? Where is Bobby Portis? You got all of that last night. And that's what's exciting about this Bucks team right now. Because when you lose a guy like Chris Middleton, you're number 2. There's a lot of doubt that can seep in. I don't know how they're going to fare without him in the next round or moving forward, or if they make it to the finals. I do think they will need him back. But having the ability to have your role players step up in the biggest moment, to not have that fear when you're down in someone else's house, is a very, very big deal. And everyone should be nervous about how the Bucks are playing. Giannis, you know what you're going to get. You know you're going to get a warrior. You know you're going to get a big performance. And that 3 he hit last night was ice in the veins. He's not a traditionally great 3-point shooter, as we know. And he had no fear in taking that. They're going to give it to him. Fine, we'll take it. Jrue Holiday, huge performance at the end of the game. Huge defensive performance, which is what really is exciting to me. Obviously, we get caught up in the 3-pointers and the offense and the exciting dunks and the big performances and high scoring. But making that play in the crucial moment, knowing where to be, knowing where the ball is going, and taking advantage of the Celtics inexplicably having the ball in Marcus Smart's hand at the end of the game is huge. They just never wavered. 14-point fourth quarter deficit to take the lead, win the game, and now they are up in the series and can close it out tomorrow night. Up 3-2 in the series against Boston. Giannis, 40 points, 11 rebounds. Holiday, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Just an unbelievable game all around by the Bucks. I'm very impressed with them. They've been there, and that's what championship level teams do. They have role players that step up in big moments, that make the big plays. You know what you're going to get from your star. What are you going to get from everyone else? And that's what you saw with the Bucks. Boston, however, whoa, that's going to be a tough pill to swallow for a while. I do think that the Bucks are going to go on to win this series. And Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year, called out his Celtics teammates last night.
And what did you see on that last play, too? It looked like he had the open lane to the hoop, and then Jrue kind of cut you off there. Did you even see him in your line of vision on the way to the hoop?
No, I didn't see him. It wasn't. The play was actually JT was supposed to come up and get it, but everybody was just standing around. And, we had no timeouts, and it was a 5-second count on the way. So, I just got open, tried to make a play. Jrue did a good job of, helping. That's it. Made a good play.
Now, I'm not putting that on Marcus Smart. He should not be the one with the ball in his hands at the end of the game, and that's what he's saying. Nobody's moving around. All right, I got to do something. I've got to try and make a play to try and win this game. So I'm not going to put that on him in this spot. It should never have been in his hands to begin with. That's not his role on this team. You have closers. They should be the ones with the ball in their hands. So I feel like this is a game that Boston will look on for a while and feel like they missed one. Now, look, this has been a really close series. Things could go the other way in the very next game tomorrow night, but that was a huge, huge win for the Bucks, and they know not to play around with the Celtics team, and I believe that they will do everything they can to try and close this out early in 6 games. So that was an exciting battle last night. The other game was